Alright, so this is Francisco Perez. I'm here at a Heiau. Almost cried, man. Almost cried. So the YMCA holds the Ulupo Heiau, and I'm sure it gets the adequate funding with a British flag hanging. You see it? See that? British Jack. The Hawaiian flag, meaning this is on Hawaiian historical site. And they just living it up. Solar panels. Oh my God, I couldn't handle it. Oh, here we go. One of the heiaus that still can be seen today on my island of Oahu. Heiau. Oh my God. I swear they just take everything to just live the life, man. Look. Playground overlooking there. Holy shit, I want my children to be here. My children come here. Holy shit. Oh man, pardon my language, I'm just kind of like blown away. Oh man, they mess us up so much, and most of us don't even know this thing is even here. Most of us that do know, heard about it, don't even care because you don't even realize. So this is the Ulupo Heiau State Historical Site. Oh my goodness. I can feel it already. Ulupo Land and Water Conservation Fund. Alright, so they made this for us. They said they left it here for us for recreation. So I thank you, and today I'm gonna show the people us. So one thing you want to look out for, that a lot of these rocks have cut edges for locking in blocks. So you want to look out for that. When we get over here and go look at it. Oh my God. Bring this over there. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna put you on pause. Alright, so I had to go run to the car real quick, so let's just come down here and then we'll work our way back up. Okay? So you know that the Europeans, they came and if they couldn't like haul away all your megaliths, they just broke them down and just threw them everywhere. So you know, we're looking at a lot of suppression of history through means of destruction of megaliths and artifacts. So I'm gonna come down here, then I'll go back up there and we'll read a little bit. A little stream that's the water's been diverted. this mound. It's a rock mound. This ancient stream of the taro going in there. That's what I got right here. I'm gonna give it to an offering to the Creator for letting me survive all this time. I mean, allowing me to gain the knowledge I have gained. So here's some of the lo'i, the Hawaiian farming. So we'll go taro. You see breadfruit over there. So we'll take a walk. So this is smaller, so we would have them in stages, so that every time we would have food, right? So the younger, and as you can see, they grow older and older as the year. They go older. So you see, you got the water flowing in. How are you, brother? It's not from here. Big guys, this is just an offering. Yeah. Bamboo shoot and taro. So you see all the different types of taro. Kalo. So this is how we live, you know, one with nature. We should take care of everything, and that way, everything meaning earth, animals, everything, even the sky, and in return, it took care of us. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna walk around. Don't know which way to go. I'm gonna go this way. So much over here. I didn't expect it to be this beautiful, but I knew it is this beautiful. But these brothers over here, they take good care. You see it flowing out, going to feed the marshlands back there. They're cleaning up over here. See them? Cleaning up. So sorry. So you come back here, and we're gonna go back around. And I'm gonna read to you guys, but I just I want you guys to see how we vibrate, how we live. We live with harmony. They said, damn, these other Hebrews out here, these full-bearded Afro people, could get them. They said, get them. But this is how we live. Beautiful. Just beautiful. You know? See the pond down there? All that is marshlands. All beautiful reserve marshlands. It goes all the way down. And this is how we live. You see the breadfruit? We don't understand that our food is not food to enjoy. It's a fuel. And these natural foods, especially the seeded fruits, a lot of these things are your medicine. So we gotta go back to what we were. So I'm gonna leave this right here for the Creator, for allowing us to see this beautiful, beautiful land that's being held for us when we come back. We come back in which we are right now. Look at this, how big this noni tree is. You don't see noni trees this big. Not even on the big island. That's a medicine. Let me go show you. How you, brother? So right here. So this right here is noni. So what you do, you you take this once it gets this color, and then you put it in a bottle. And then when you put it in the bottle, a glass jar, and put it in the sun, and it's gonna bring out the juices. And then you pour the juices out into another cup, and that's what you use. And that's medicine that cures cancer and all of the stuff. So I'm gonna go back to the Heiau and get a little bit of this knowledge. But we're gonna go this way. This is a coconut. There's taro everywhere. Breadfruit, papaya. See 'em? Just beautiful. And a walkway. So when it's really, really soft, oh, you eat that raw. It's just the best thing. Better than candy. So let's get back to the hill. So we made all type of walkways. You know, everybody was working. Everybody had their things to do because everything was like this, so organized. We didn't have to work that hard and work that long. We came here, we took care of what we had to do. We got food and what we had to get. It was good right there. That's all we needed. We didn't have to spend, 8 to 10 hours just to eat. So you got little irrigation ducts. It's all throughout this place and just giving life to the Heiau and the surroundings. But you can feel my temples are going off right now. My whole temple. Look how clean this water is. I bet you this is an ancient spring. This is a natural spring that they had built. I bet you it flows right through this hill. Why else would they have that irrigation duct going throughout there? It flows right through here, just like how at Blaisdell, they have one, they use that for the fishes. This is beautiful. Right now, let's get back to what I was talking about. My temples are like vibrating right now. Just feels so good here. Oh man, I just love to swim in there. But I don't want to overstep, even if I am royalty. Beautiful. Look at the animals in there. See the crayfish? The crayfish, and then the fishes, the freshwater fishes, all being fed by this beautiful mound controlling this underwater spring. So the land keeps going on, and I swear, this is the cleanest water I've seen in a while. This is just like the spring water from Liliha. Oh man. So beautiful. Oh, so sad. Every time I cry, man. Most of the time I don't literally cry. Sometimes I just die inside. So sad what they did to us. We all have this in us. It's caused like naturally to us. We just have been so misguided. It's a beautiful Heiau. And look at that hole right there. I wonder what's in that hole up there. Oh, we're gonna go pay our respects to the Creator. So you can see it's the largest one on this island. No, not the largest. Sorry, that's the next place. So that's where we're going next. So I see all the native plants, tea leaf. So this tea leaf, what we do here, you know, in Africa, in Jamaica, in South America, all these different places where we are, they use these banana leaves, and they wrap food up in banana leaves. So what we do here is we use these leaves and the banana leaves. So we put the banana leaves down, and we wrap the food in these tea leaves, and then we put that in the banana wraps inside the oven, which we bury underground with hot rocks. And that gives our food such a beautiful flavor. I mean, you're out of your mind not to try it. It's just, I swear, that's what I use for a fish. So when I bake fish, whole fish, I'll stuff them, and then I'll wrap them in the tea leaf and then foil, and then I'll bake that, and it comes out so beautiful. So I'm gonna go up here and get some edumacation. Okay. All right. For my ancestors, for my people. This is for the Creator. This is for my people. All right, so that was a good hike up. So this is what we saw. So if you move back so they can see. Okay, so they're saying that this was the embayment 6,000 years ago. And you can see the changes as this lagoon was created 1,000 years ago. This is all, none of this is accurate. You don't listen to the numbers. They have their role where you can estimate from the real timeline, but let's just read what they have, okay? So 1,000 years ago, this was the lagoon. And then 200 years ago, which is false, I'm sure it's older than 200 years. 200 years ago, they say my people built a fish pond, and this is how it looked. You see the fish pond? It's the marshland. So this is another fish pond, and this is the Heiau, Pahukini. So this Heiau is down there. So there's still another Heiau over there down their ways. Ulupo Heiau is where we're at right now, and that fish pond flows into Maunawili stream. Most people say Maunawili, and Kahanaiki stream. Okay, so today it's just the marshland and the Heiau, and there's the other Heiau still there, so we gotta go check that out too. And here's the pond. You see how the pond is just very small compared to what it was. and the other pond is marsh now. So that's actually a pond. So if we clean that marshland out, we could repair that fish pond and have a huge fish pond. So let's read. Kauai Nui became a marsh only during the last 700 years. The wetland has changed over time as a result of natural forces, but really human use. Kauai Nui was a large bay connected to the ocean. Coral and sand deposits found in the marsh are indication that a saltwater environment existed. So what happened was my people connected the river because what we had was concepts from the mountain to the sea. So we connected these marshlands, rivers to the ocean, so saltwater fish could swim up into the rivers, um, give birth to their babies, and go back out for survival. So lagoon, a sandbar formed across the bay and created a large lagoon. Hawaiians arrived more than 1,000 years ago and settled along the edges of the lagoon. Ulupo Heiau may have been built along the edge of this lagoon. The fish pond. The Hawaiians used the waters of Kauai Nui as a large inland fish pond about 200 years ago. Streams carried fresh water to fish to the fish pond. So they say 200 years ago. So if we calculate that, that's 1817. We know that in 1819, Kamehameha was murdered by his wife from a Freemason agreement, and the kapu system was destroyed, and the heiaus and all of those were destroyed in 1820. So they're just speaking about that time. So they don't want to let you know how old it is and how it was used. They just want to give you the bare information so that they can collect their fund from the Ulupo Heiau State Monument. It's all about commerce. It's not about educating you. In cooperation with the Kailua Hawaiian Civic Club. No disrespect to the Civic Club. No disrespect whatsoever. We've all been miseducated. The thing we have to understand is when we read the history, we see a whole different light. Okay? So let's finish this off and let's get on with this show. Okay. Streams carried fresh water to the fish pond that was over 400 acres in size. The fish pond was well known for its abundance of fish, especially its fat mullet and large opu. Opu is a lizardfish. It's a freshwater lizardfish. There's also a saltwater one. So, marsh. Chinese farmers converted the taro fields around the fish pond to rice in the late 1800s. So what we don't understand is that when we were in Asia, we were the Afro-Asiatics, okay? So we built the same type of farming, lo'i farming for taro. When we were conquered by the Canaanites, who are the Sinites, the Chinese, the Shina, they took out all of our taro and put rice, and that was the creation of the rice paddies. Just like how they use our taro farms for rice and for watercress. So this this is a tactic been used over and over again. We don't understand it. The marsh began forming around 1920 when the rice fields and ponds were abandoned. So when the people was dying from the bioweapons, all the Black Plague just hit in 1889, around that time. So, and a lot of diseases was going on, and they was convincing our people to not go and just pray to Jesus, and Jesus will save you. So we died by the boatloads. The marsh is dominated by vegetation, and much of the area is in habitat for endangered waterbirds. So, this is what it looked like. So you see how they destroyed it? It didn't look like this. It didn't look in ruins like this. This is what it looked like a Mexican, American, South American temple. You see this? Look at us. They're trying to whitewash us. Look, we're Afro-Asiatic, full-bearded Afro people. With our girdles, our capes, even our bonnets. Here at Ulupo, Heiau, an ali'i chief, which was what my grandfather was, who my great-great-great-grandfather, which gave birth to my great-great-great-grandmother, and all the way down the line to me. So, could oversee his lands from the mountain to the sea. The people of Kawainui supported his chiefly residence at Kailua, a major political and religious center on Oahu. And Kailua is where the other heiau we're going to see is. The farmers grew kalo, which is taro, along the waterways and planted sweet potato and banana on the slopes. That's why when you're driving down here, you see banana everywhere in the wild. The fishermen, but we don't take care of it, so they don't have as much bananas. It's too many. The fishermen laid their nets in the bay, and the abundance of fish was harvested from the large fish ponds of Kawainui and Ka'elepulu. The kahuna, which means priest, presided over the several heiau built around Kawainui. So my grandfather, my ancestor from before the 10th century, he was a mound builder. He built these heiaus like this, and he was a priest king. He was a priest king, and he was the priest of the family. He ended up ruling Kauai. His brother ruled Oahu, and his other brother ruled Big Island, and he had his son-in-law and brother in Tahiti, ruling Tahiti. That's why we have a temple there. And then they try to flip the script and say that we are Tahitians. The legendary history of the Kawainui tells of the Menehune, a small people known for building heiau and fish ponds in one night. It is said that Kailua was one of the first places on Oahu where the Menehune arrived, and here they built Ulupo heiau. See, it wasn't the Hawaiians, but they put the Hawaiians. See? Other legends tell of how Wahine, the guardian spirit of Mo'o of Kawainui. So they're talking about Chemos in the Bible, which is the lizard, the reptilian. She practiced the people and also assured an abundance of fish. How Wahine was a large lizard-like being who could take the form of a beautiful woman. So would come and seduce you as a shapeshifter. So here we go. So this is them. They're saying, oh, they carried and this is the Menehune. I mean, the Hawaiians. I don't know what they mean. They're just drawing, but saying something else. So here we go. Ulupo heiau. Try to imagine the organization and labor needed to build a large, massive heiau temple like Ulupo hundreds of years ago. Rocks were passed and carried here in large numbers by many hands. Some of the rocks were brought from miles away. Rock by rock, the heiau was built. The selection of this site and the careful placement of the rocks was overseen by the ali'i chief and kahuna priests. The heiau was subject to remodeling by a new ruling ali'i. Atop this massive rock platform, the kahuna may have conducted ceremonies for healing, success in war, or fertility of the crops and fishing grounds. The features erected for these rituals disappeared after 1819. Look at the evidence I've been able to produce. Why did these rituals disappear in 1819 when the traditional Hawaiian religious system was abolished? Why was the traditional system abolished? These are the questions we don't ask. We just read and move on. Since this time, the steeped terraces on the steep slopes of the heiau have collapsed and been hidden by the rock fall. So you see how they try to make this false claim, like in 198 years the rocks just fell down. Have these rocks moved in the last 100 years? None of these rocks have moved within the last 100 years. Do you know why? Because they didn't move. They were pushed. They were broken. They were destroyed on purpose. So we wouldn't look at this and say, that looks just like the Afro-Asiatic people of Central America and North America and South America. That's why they show pictures of us in the Mongoloid form, European sense, because they don't want to show the connection between the family. You see how they make it look so ugly? But yeah, over here it was nice. Come on, man. So what you do is you never walk. You never walk on this sacred ground with your slippers. That's disrespectful. Okay. One of the temples said to have Ulupo Heiau. One of the temples said to have been built by the mythical Menehunes. Haha. You know what Menehunes is? If you guys want to go back into my video where I show Moke Kupia translate the Manahuna, which translates to mighty priests. Mighty priests. So they're talking about a priestly people who are mound builders, like a lot of other places in the world. So don't let them get you fooled with this leprechaun stories. For the worship of the Hawaiian gods, its size may be estimated by the remaining terrace, which is 100 feet wide and 30 feet high. At the new corner is the Menehune pathway leading to a well. See? Leading to a well. What did I tell you? I told you that was a well. So, on that note, I'm gonna bid you guys farewell. Now, have you seen a little bit of my culture? Shalom, brothers.